Hey everyone, it's Kelsey, and today I want to be doing a review. It is a review on reusable cloth pads. I did an unboxing a couple weeks ago, and I decided to do a review of them because I really liked them. I was kind of concerned because did get a cheaper product, and sometimes they say a cheaper product doesn't work as well and things like that, but I was very highly pleased. I got two different sizes whenever I got them. I got like an overnight one, or at least for me an overnight one. It's like, I think 11 inches, or I think it's maybe 12 inches. Yeah, it's like 12 inches. And then this one is like a 10-inch one. So it's more like a regular and then the next size up. Because on there, this one's called regular and this one's called large. But I liked both of them for different reasons. I really liked the regular the best for like everyday use because it was smaller and I don't have a super heavy flow. I have like a probably medium flow. It's not super light, but it's not super heavy. So I really liked this one because it's the same size as like my normal pads that I use. They say whenever you're trying to figure out what size you need to get to measure your pad that you use on a regular basis, and this is about the same size as an Always Infinity, which is what I always used. But I like this one the best. They both have the minky on the outside for the waterproofing, and they both have bamboo charcoal, which I really like that because I didn't feel, sometimes when you're on your period you can kind of feel it, like wetness, but I did not feel that because of this Stay Dry lining that's here. And the inside is, of these sizes, is two microfiber bamboo combinations called Zorb. That's what kind of material is on the inside, and I feel like it did a great job absorbing everything. My favorite part about this one compared to this one is that I feel like it's not as bulky. Like when you're wearing it, it's not as bulky. And I really like the sides here, how they have this shape compared to the big wide. I don't really know why these are so wide, because when you put them on, it causes more bunching because of that, in my opinion. I may be completely wrong. It may not be what's causing the bunching, but I feel like it caused more bunching because of this. Not too much that I wouldn't use them, I'm not saying that, but I would prefer the more pointed shape compared to the big huge round shape. Another thing I really liked about this one is the fact that it is trimmer. I didn't really wear this one out and about because I wore it for mainly nighttime. I've got more than just these two, but this size, I wore it for nighttime because when you put it on, like at least for my body, it, like, you can, in my opinion, I don't know if you can or not. My husband said he couldn't see it, but like seeing the bulk because it's so long. But I still liked it for nighttime. One con of the big one that I would say is that it bunches. Like, it's kind of, because it's so big, it kind of, for me, it bunched a little bit. But if you just straighten it out before you stand out, it's fine. And one thing that happened when I was wearing this one time, because I did wind up wearing it during the day one time because I didn't have very many, but I didn't wear it out anywhere. And I was playing with the kids, and all of a sudden I kind of felt like it was veering off somewhere, and that's because I'd been lifting up the kids multiple times, like my nieces and nephews, and because it is bunched up, it caused it to like unsnap, and I was like, but luckily I caught it before anything happened, but if I were out and about, that wouldn't work. So I like this one because it kind of stayed in place the entire time, and I didn't have any issues out of that. Both of them washed fine. The way I washed them, after I took them off, I just rinsed them out in the sink. That was kind of an interesting concept because I've never done it before, because this is my first time I've ever using reusable. And so I'm sitting there rinsing it out, and you can see like the blood going, and I don't know, it was just different because, but I mean, it didn't bother me because it's just blood, but it was very interesting to see, oh, that's how much blood is there, and on your heavy days it just keeps coming and coming, and I'm like, oh man. But I really liked these products. I think this one, the regular size, was like how much was it? It was like $2.50, and then this one was like $3.30, I think, something like that. But for that price, and to be able to use them over and over and over again, that is amazing to me. I am going to be ordering more regular size. I don't think I'm going to order any more of the bigger ones because of some of the negative things I had happen. But also, I just wear them at night, so it's not that big a deal. But I'm going to get more of these. I don't have any staining on them. I was just looking. There's no staining anywhere. I did notice sometimes, because it is a light blue siding, if it did, especially with this one, if it did get bunched any, or I kind of wiggled funny, or, you know, just sometimes, which happens with regular pads, I would notice a little bit on, like, the edge, but not much, and it didn't do anything. Like, it didn't get on any of my clothing or anything. Another good thing about the big one is I am either a back sleeper or a front sleeper, and then whenever I do that, sometimes when I'm wearing a regular pad, it just makes a big old mess. So the good thing about this being so big was I could sleep any way I wanted to, which is kind of weird because on my period I normally have to sleep like on my side and I don't get as comfortable of a sleep. But with this, I felt like I was more comfortable. I could sleep out, like I move around. They're, in my opinion, very comfortable. They don't feel like a regular pad does, because like for me, by like day 4, day 5, I kind of start rubbing raw, like kind of on the back side of my legs because of like the plastic in regular pads, and that didn't happen with these. I didn't experience it, but one thing that I would take into consideration if I were a very, very hot person, because these are in thicker material, I don't know if it would do it, but I wonder if you would get warmer. People say they're more breathable, so I don't know if that would stop that, but I really do wonder if it would be warmer. But I didn't have that experience, but that might be something I would be concerned with if you're a very, very hot person. Like the super thick ones may make you warm, but I guess regular ones do too, but I don't know. I would say altogether, I was very pleased with my purchase. I'll be purchasing more. I do wish that there were things that I could change about them, but not to the point where I wouldn't use them. Comparing the prices of other ones, yeah, I'm still going to buy this company because they were just less expensive and they worked fine for me, and that's just kind of how I roll. I'm not a big name brand person. If it works and it's cheaper, then I'm going to go with it. I really enjoyed them. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I really want to make sure that I give a good review of these. I'm not done very many reviews, so I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything that was kind of in my head before. But altogether, I would recommend them to someone 100%. It's just so great to think that you can go through your period without something that you have to do, without having to just throw stuff away over and over and over again. I did wind up using some disposables just because I needed to do a laundry load, and I just wanted to wash them all at the same time because I don't have very many. But that concept for me just made it so much more worth it, and I'm switching 100% as soon as I finish my other order. But I really enjoyed using these, if you can enjoy your period, compared to regular ones. If I did forget anything, I'm sorry. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the description. I think I covered most of my opinions of them, but if I did forget something, then I'll maybe add it in the description or something. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope that you can take my opinions, and if you want to order some, then order some. But I think the whole concept of reusing is very important for me anyway. And since we are wanting to cloth diaper, I thought this would be the next step. I never really thought about doing it, but I really want to try more reusable stuff. But I think for now I'm good with the cloth pads. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it wasn't all over the place. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.